Okay. So this is a functional flow kind of strength mix. We have use of our chair and we've got some weights. I always have weights next to me waiting, ready to go. I have threes, fives, eights, and tens. So whatever you have near you and whatever feels right for you while we're doing these things, just listen to your body and do that. Okay. So we are going to start standing today. And I have my sneakers on today, but only because I have like a little bit of a nerve thing happening in my foot and it just feels better to have a sneaker on. But you absolutely do not need to have a sneaker on. So don't feel pressured. Okay? Don't feel pressured. Okay, I'm getting my mat out of the way because I don't really need it right now. I'm going to keep my chair close by. We're going to do some warm up lengthening here. Two options for your chair for this part, leaning into the seat. And then the other option would be, this is a little bit less intense, using the back of the chair, okay? So if this feels like too much for you, just turn the chair around, okay? You can also use the wall for even less of an angle. So I'm gonna bring my hands right to the seat of the chair. And for this part, you're welcome to bring your hands to the sides. So you can kind of hold on to the sides if you have a chair that will allow you to do that. And we're going to warm up the upper body since we're going to be doing some arm stuff in just a minute. In this position, quick check-in with the spine. If it's difficult for you to have a nice long spine, maybe soften your knees, like rather than having you like this the whole time. Try to get that nice long spine feeling. And we're gonna keep our shoulders kind of close to being over the wrists. When you get your spine longer and straighter, you can kind of plug your shoulders in a little bit better. When you're rounded, the shoulders kind of slide forward. So having that long spine helps you to plug the shoulders in. Let's arrange the elbows so they're kind of looking backwards. And then actually we're gonna move the elbows so they're looking out east and west, and then they're looking back behind you. So nothing moves in your palms or your shoulders. You're just kind of moving the elbow joint, which really affects the way this position feels. It's kind of a nice reminder when we're doing work with our weight into our hands, that where the elbow is, it really affects how the shoulders can connect. So as you bring your elbows looking backward, just notice how the shoulders kind of slide into place a little bit more. When you bring your elbows wide, it just doesn't feel like such a good connection. So I'm going to bring my elbows back and I'm going to keep them there, and I'm going to shift my weight forward so I have more weight in my palms. I'm going to use my fingers here as well. And then I'm going to take some pressure out of the hands. Leaning back, I don't care that much about what the elbows are doing when I lean back. This is more a stretch for the shoulder and the backs of the legs. And then from here, you can go back and forth at your own pace, putting more weight into your palms, and then coming back and finding that nice stretch, and then coming forward. Make sure your breathing pattern is one where it just helps you to move through back and forth. And feel free to adjust where your legs are, stepping them forward or back, however you want it to feel. As I lean back, I get a pretty deep stretch. Now I think I'm going probably a little bit further than I first was, which lengthens out the backs of the legs, deeper stretch through the shoulders, heavy head. We'll do about 5 more. This is a really nice way to promote strength and mobility in the wrists. 2 more. And 1 more time here. And I'm going to lean back, and I will stay there, but I'm going to walk my feet out much wider and maybe back a little bit. And now I'm going to send the hips back even more. And if this feels like the place where you should just hang out for a minute, please do so. I'm going to try releasing one hand and just kind of reaching or tapping the ground and then coming back up. And you can start to add a little bit of rotation as you bring one hand down. You'll be rotating a little bit through the spine, deepening the stretch. Breathe. We'll do one more each way. And then I'm going to come back to the center, walk my feet back in towards one another. This time not together with the feet, just kind of close to one another. I'm going to keep my right foot where it is. And when I step my left foot forward, I'm going to be coming right to the left leg of the chair. So there's a little bit of connection there for stability. Your feet can be as wide as the legs of your chair or anywhere else that you think is appropriate. So for this part, I'm going to lean forward and bring my knee towards the chair. When I do, I'm keeping my heel down, which is a calf stretch. And then I'm going to lengthen out through the front leg. And I'm just going to do this a few more times. I'm still kind of working through the strength of my arms and my chest, taking some extra weight into the arms as I bring the knee forward. Give yourself one more here. And then this time when we bring the knees forward, come to your fingertips. When you come to your fingertips, lengthen through your spine. Put a little more power into both of your feet, and then bring yourself upright. For me, this is a huge stretch for me on this side through my hip flexor. I don't know about you. One side is a lot different for me. So if you have a tight hip flexor here when you bring your upper body up, emphasize that if you want by giving your pelvis a little bit of a tuck. It's not really a tuck. Just aim your sits bones down and draw your abdominals in. That helps to feel more length here. Straighten this front leg and then bend. You can aim to get your back foot looking straight ahead. So this becomes, a nice opportunity to really stretch through that back foot. Try to continue to keep that tailbone down, belly in feeling. So you get the lengthening through the hip flexor here. I'm going to do 3 more of these, of course. Breathing. And one more, and I'm going to hold here. Arms will come out to the sides, nice and wide, straight out, straight back leg, heel up, heel down. Heel up, heel down. Push the ground away, reach the heel down to it. Last 3 here. And 2. 1 more. Straight arms come back to the chair. We're going to find that just fingertip connection here. Try to square off your hips a little bit while you're here. Right now I'm hinging forward with my upper body. We're just going to practice coming back up and coming back forward, hinging. We're not rounding right now through the spine. Hingeroo, hingeroony. Last 3. And forward. And 2. And forward. 1 more. And forward. Okay, I'm going to rest back down with my palms to most gracefully switch out my legs. Again, right foot is kind of over to the right side. Left foot is kind of in line with the left leg of the chair or somewhere around that. And we'll practice bending the front knee and then straightening it out. Every time I bend my knee forward, I get a deep stretch through the back leg, calf area. We'll do this 4 more times. And 3. And 2. One last one. And now I'm going to keep my knee forward. I'm going to find that fingertips only connection here. Find some length through the spine. Draw the abdominals in and stand up tall. Yeah, so for me, I don't even feel a stretch in my left hip flexor like I did in the right. So it's good to just notice stuff like that. Arms are going to come out nice and wide. Try and square off your hips a little bit. Again, sits bones down, belly is in, arms stay wide, lift, and lower the back heel. 6, and breathe. 5, and 4, and 3, 2, last one, and then come back. I'm going to bring my arms forward. I'm going to kind of square my hips off a little bit here, bring this knee towards the chair, adjust the width of your feet if you need to. So again, we're just hinging forward and then coming back up. Hinging forward and coming back up. Hinging forward and up. One more time here. Hinge and return. Last one. Hinge and return. Now I'm going to bring my hands back down, including the palms, completely connecting with the chair again. And I'm going to step the feet now underneath my hips, kind of like what we started with. Adjust as you need to. Now we get to move the spine. Round. Maybe soften your knees, arch, look up. Round. And arch. 2 more sets. One more. And then return to center. Okay, I'm going to walk my feet forward. I'm just going to release my elbows and bring my forehead or the crown of my head towards the chair. So I don't have any of my upper body weight into my hands. They're just resting there. And this is a really deep stretch for me. It feels really nice. This is a nice way just to make sure that if you're a little unsteady, this will help you to not fall over. Let's let the head be heavy. And then we'll just slowly come up to stand. Head is the last thing up. And then come all the way back up. Okay, so we already activated a bunch of muscles in the back just by being sort of neutral, using our spine extensors. We're gonna do one more thing before we start loading up weight, which is come down to the, if you need to replace your mat, go ahead and do it. I have a rug here, so I'm not gonna do that. Just come down onto your belly with your legs long and your arms kind of in that cactusy shape, forehead down. Okay, so just relax here for a second, let all the parts release. Give yourself 3 deep breaths into your belly, letting your shoulders get heavy. Okay, from here, I'm going to start to gently push down through my arms, and I'm going to lift and lower the upper body, just to get that other shape in. And breathe. Even here, I'm trying to use my sort of elbows, my palms, spreading the fingers apart. Try not to over shoulder through this, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do 3 more here. 3. And up. And 2. And up. And last one. Great. So just a quick little warm up there. Hands under the shoulders. Press yourself back. Quick little child's pose here with a deep breath. And then rolling up to sit. Okay, great. So I'm going to come back to the chair and we're going to do a little bit of work, a little bit of standing work. You may add a weight, and I'm going to show you how to add it into this first part. I'm not going to. This is more for leg stuff. I'm going to add a 5. I would start with a 5 or an 8. We're going to do just a simple lunge next to the chair. I'll show you 2 different angles. In this particular exercise, I would keep the weight in the outside arm, just so we can kind of use our chair to help us have some really good alignment, okay? I'm not gonna keep my weight in my hand, but I just wanted to show you that. So outside or chair hand, just to the edge of the chair. P.S. If you don't need to use the chair, leave it out. But I'm gonna keep mine right here. I'm gonna bring my hand here because I don't have anything to do. I just need to give it a job. Left leg forward. The chair is next to my right leg. So whichever side the chair is on, step that leg back. I'm gonna bring, just like we warmed up, this left knee forward. So just like we did, square off your hips. If the weight is right next to you, activate the wrist, the shoulder, draw the abdominals in. Back heel, just like we warmed up, comes up. It stays up. We are nice and lifted through the spine, and we're gonna bend the back knee, bringing the back knee towards the ground, and then coming back up again. Breathe. Okay, so I like the chair. It helps me to really just keep the upper body lifted. And we'll do 6 more here. And 5. And 4. Using both feet. Okay, really pushing down through the back and the front. Last 3. And 2. And then 1 more time. And then you can step the back foot forward. And I should have grabbed the other 5. I'm gonna use the 5s to do a little bit of standing work. So after you come up, you can grab another weight if you want, and just step gently away from your chair, keeping the arms straight, push down through the feet. And we're gonna do a nice easy bicep curl up. When we extend the arms, they go slightly behind the line of the body. Bicep curl up, down, back, and back in. 3, and back. 4, and back. 5, and back. 6, and back. 7, and back. 8, and back, and then come on back in, okay? That was 1 set of that. We're gonna do another set of lunges here. You can just put that opposite weight down, or guess what? If you wanna keep both weights in both hands, keep them there. Do whatever feels right. So same thing, left foot forward, right foot back. Even yourself out like we did for our warm-up. Bend the front knee, square-ish hips, back, heel up, and we breathe. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step forward and come up to stand. I'm going to grab my weights again. Same exercise with the arms. Continue to keep your feet hip distant if that felt right. Up, back, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, nice and tall through the spine. Last 2, and 1 more time. And then return, okay? Keep or lose your weights, you decide. Last little set here for our lunges. Left leg forward, right leg back. Square-ish hips. Keep that front knee bent, back heel up. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then step back in, okay? I'm gonna grab those weights 1 more time. 1 more set here, same thing. Stand tall, belly is in, and breathe. Bicep curl, back. 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, last one here, and press it back. Stand here for just a moment. Let the weights be in your hands, just to keep your arms long and heavy. And let's do a little ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. One more each way. And then we'll do a little circle around front and back. And then we can come back up to the center, okay? Yay. So I'm going to, actually I want to use the chair for a moment. We're going to do a set of squats in between, and I'm going to use the chair for that. I'm not going to load up for my squats either, but just take your weights with you. You can keep them in your hands as we move through this. Scooch it back a little bit. I will be getting those back. Okay. So if you have your weights, just hold them right by your sides, just like this. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall. You know, if you have weights in your hands, you'll just keep them here. And you know what? I'm going to keep mine here for today too. So as you press up, stand tall and return. 2 and return. 3. Last one. And return. Very nice. Okay. So nice, easy set of squats. Now that we're seated, I am going to grab my weights. Maybe I'll bring the whole chair a little bit closer. Okay. So I'll just stay at the side view, but we'll be bringing the arms straight out to the sides. Just adjust your weight if this is not the right weight for you. Straight up and down. And down. 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. And come on in. Keep your weights in your hands if you would like to squat with them. Okay? Take a nice deep breath. I'm going to keep my arms right by my sides. 1. 4 more. Last 2 here. And then down. Take a nice deep breath. As you can tell, my pace is a little bit more today. I just kind of felt like picking up the pace. That doesn't mean that you have to. So just continue to take it at your own pace. Okay? Arms by your sides, belly button is in, arms wide, lateral lift. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Come in and rest for a moment. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Take a nice deep breath. And then carefully put your weights down or keep them. We're going to do another set of squats here. Just like we have been, breathe and press up tall. and down. Okay, take a breath, inhale, exhale, and you guessed it, one more set. Lateral arm raise, sitting tall, belly is in, take a breath, and we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All the way in. I'm just gonna roll my shoulders around a little bit, move the head around a little bit, and that feels good. Okay, next part, we're gonna come up to stand. For this next part, I'm still gonna use my weights. I think I'm gonna try out the 5. We're gonna be doing some like kind of weird hold the weight with the back of the leg situation. I'll show you. I think the 5 will be okay, but if I change my mind, I've got a lighter weight there that I can use. And in fact, I almost forget about this guy. I've got also a lighter weight. It's one of these round weights. I love these sand-filled weights. I think it's a great addition to your home life. Okay, so these are my options. Let's see how it feels. Just the same way that we did earlier. If this was okay for you, come back here. If you needed that higher thing, I may go there too. We'll see how it feels. But play around with that, okay? We're gonna step back a little bit, and I'm gonna bring my left leg underneath me and my right leg back. I'm gonna bring my left hand a little bit more center than my right, and that's when I'm gonna grab my weight. And you know what? I'm gonna start with this 3-pound weight or the 2. I'm gonna go 3, and we're bringing it just behind the right leg, and then you can adjust your hands. I think left knee soft is good. Hips fairly equal is good. Belly button is in, and we bring the knee forward, then we bring the leg up. Forward. Okay, quick spine check in here. Long spine. Try to be light into your palms somehow here. I've really got my weight over this left leg. 5 more here. And 4. And 3. 2. Lift and hold. Little pulse up. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring your left hand center, grab the weight, put the leg down. I'm just going to do a quick stretch into that left hip, because even though I was working the right leg, the left leg was doing a bunch of work, just stabilizing. See, it just proves how much work it takes to be stable, emotionally and physically. Good Lord. Okay, let's come back in. Let's do the other side. Get yourself situated, right hand slightly center, left leg back. You're shifting your weight into your right leg considerably, and then you grab the weight right behind the knee. Find your long spine, leg slightly forward, leg lifts. 8, 7, somehow get lighter in your wrists. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and hold, little pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab the ball, grab the weight, put it down. I'm gonna walk back, and I'm just gonna lean to the side into that hip just to give it a little stretch. Take a breath, inhale, exhale. And then I'm gonna come back to the center, and we'll just come up to stand, okay? That was exciting. So now I'm gonna come back to sit like we just were. I think I'll change my chair for this one. We're gonna do an overhead press with the weights. Okay, so coming back to sit, I'm gonna grab my fives, grab whatever weight seems like a good fit for you. And I'm gonna bring the arms wide. Get your foundation sort of strong, draw the abdominals in, sit tall, belly in, and reach. If for some reason, 2 arms feels too intense, do 1 at a time. That's fine too. We'll do 5 more. Hold here, come in and down. Just rest your weights on your thighs, sit up tall, relax your jaw, take a nice deep breath, and then just float the weights off your thighs. Elbows are in tight. Come back into that bent arm position, and then return. It's just the shape is going up, and then back down. And back down. We're just gonna do 4 more here. And down, 3 more. And last 2. And 1 more time. Back in, turn your palms up. Come in and out. Nice chest stretch there, right? In. 5 more. And 4. And 3. And then last one here. Come all the way in, rest the weights on your thighs, relax through your shoulders, take a nice deep breath. Okay. I'm gonna bring just the right arm up. I'm gonna keep this forward-ish elbow thing and keeping myself lifted, I'm just gonna straight up and back down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, return. Side 2, here, starting, belly is in, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way in, all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna put these guys down right next to me. And bring my legs a little bit wide. I'm gonna relax my right forearm on my right thigh, and then just take a really nice side stretch here. You can bring your chin in a little bit and just open the ribs and take a breath. And you can even slightly turn your chest toward the ceiling and then return, and we'll come over to the other side. Kind of plugging in that shoulder at the bottom, my left shoulder, reaching through the right fingertips, chin in, or find a somewhat relaxed position with your neck. And then open the chest slightly towards the ceiling and return. And 1 more each way. And other side. And come back to the center, okay? We're gonna do a little bit of work on the mat here. I'm gonna just put these weights away. Actually, that's not true. I did wanna bring them with me. I'm gonna put the 5s down on the ground. I would like to use those. The other weights are gonna go away, and I'm gonna come down onto the floor. Grab your mat if you would like. Okay, get a drink of water if you would like. And come all the way down. Okay, I'm gonna come down onto my back. Get yourself situated so your weights are on either side of you or just in a comfortable place for you to be able to grab them once you get down there. Give yourself a little hug. Rock right and left if you'd like. One more each way. And come back to the center and lower all the way down, okay? Let's get ourselves just comfortable into the ground. Bring your hands to your belly. Let your shoulders release a little bit. Inhale into your belly. Really fill up your waist. Three more of these deep breaths. Take your time. Okay, very nice. I'm gonna grab my weights and then come back to the center. And arms are gonna come straight up. A little bit of a soft elbow here, nice and long through the spine, and I'm gonna widen my arms and come back up again. And you can add a deep breath here, maybe inhale wide, exhale up, or just however it feels good for you to have just a flow of breaths as you move through this. That's 3, we'll do 10. One more. And then you come down by your sides and then all the way down. And just relax here, maybe wiggle your fingers. Look right. You can move your whole head to the right. Look all the way over there and then look left. Look right and left. One more each way. And come back to center, okay? We're gonna come back up again. This time, arms straight, soft elbows. After you find that, try and plug the shoulders in. Now we try one arm at a time, which I think is considerably more challenging, in my opinion. It's challenging in a different way, actually. One arm stays still as the other one opens to the side and then returns. 3. And 3. It's a great way to wake up those obliques. 4. 4. 5. We're gonna do 8. 6. 'And then one more each way. And then come up, bend your elbows, and return to the ground. Take a breath. I'm gonna keep my hands just right where they are, maybe widen them a bit wider than my own hips. Scooch my feet in. Exhale, hips come up. Inhale down. Some of you naturally roll through the spine. Some of you just lift and lower with a pretty straight spine. Whatever it is that you naturally do, maybe try to do the other one a few times too. Long arms, release to neck as much as you can. And we'll do one more here. And return to the ground. Relax your pelvis, walk your feet in, take a nice deep breath. I'm gonna bend and extend. Okay, a little tricep exercise here. I'm going to bring my weights together on the flat end. Don't drop your weights on your face. Thank you. Bend your elbows and come on back up. Bend your elbows. Really pull the abdominals in. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. One more. Now keep your arms up there. Draw the abdominals in. Bring one leg up to tabletop and then bring it back down. And then the other leg up. Slowly bring it down. Really pull those low abdominals in to support this little movement. Other side. This time when you bring one leg up, pause. And bring the other leg up too. Hold here. Put your legs down if you need to, by the way. We're going to do one more set of triceps here. So bend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Everything comes down. Okay, I'm going to roll to the side, put my weights down, knees right, arms wide, just a quick stretch here. Head can look in the opposite direction of the knees. Take a few deep breaths. And then we'll come over to the other side. Okay, roll it back. I'm going to roll to my side. And just a quick little side exercise. I forgot I wanted to sneak this in. Come onto your side. I'm starting on my right side. Elbow under the shoulder. And try to get yourself long through your upper body with your knees pressing back a little bit so the front line of you is kind of in alignment. Okay? Knees not too far forward. So I'm going to take my top hand and just put it on my hip, drawing in your abdominals. Hips come up and down. Try to really get this bottom elbow under your shoulder. Drive the forearm down and then lift your hips. Arm up is nice too. Let's do 4 more here. Last 2, try and breathe through this. Try not to hold your breath. One more time here. We're going to hold at the top. Hold here. Top knee. Lift and lower. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the way down. Okay, side 2. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Knees bent. Nice and long through the upper body, the best you can. Drive the forearm down. Open the chest a little bit. You can either do hands to your hips or hands to the ceiling. And we lift. And down. 5 more here. One more. We're gonna lift and hold. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All the way down, all the way down. And let's come onto our hands and knees. I'm going to come up to stand through a down dog. You can join me if you like. Try and relax the shoulders. Let the head be heavy. Deep breath. And then I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet. Hang for a back release. Head is heavy. One more deep breath here. Soft knees, roll up. And all the way up to stand. When you come up to stand, one deep breath, standing tall. Really push down through your feet and stand tall. One more belly breath for good luck. We did it, you guys. Have a super awesome day. Enjoy.